Hello, welcome back to Cheap Bass Fishing. Today's episode, we ain't going out and doing no fishing. It's cold, it's wet, it's raining. Nobody likes fishing in the cold, wet rain. Well, I guess sometimes we do. But today, we got ourselves a project to tackle. We're going to build some fishing pole storage. We're going to put a rack up on the rafters here in the fishing man cave, shed, workshop area. Instead of having them all stuck here in the corner, all tangled up, unorganized, we're going to get them up, get them organized so that we can get to them and take them out fishing when we need them. Let's get to it. Here we have our saw all set up. We got us a tape measure, carpenter square, and a pencil. Let's take our wood. We've measured the rafters. We need about a 5-foot length of board. We're going to measure our board at 5 feet. Make a mark. Use our carpenter square. Make sure we got a straight line. Even though the saw has a laser, pretty much cuts straight. Just to make sure though, I always check, make sure. And we'll cut this board. Then we'll cut another one. We're going to have 2 boards. Now we got our 2 boards cut. We're going to put our saw away. We're not going to need the saw anymore. So put the saw away, get it clear out of the way for the next phase of the project. We're going to need the workbench here, so we got to get this big old thing out of the way. Well, the wood we got is 1x6s. What we're going to do, I've already pre-drilled one and checked the fit, but we're going to take those boards and we're going to drill 1 1/4 inch holes all along the edge of the board on 2 separate boards. When we hang those in the rafters, we'll be able to put our poles in them. We'll show that at the end of the project here, but this is the general idea. I'll show you along the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our board, we're going to measure up 1 1/4 inches up from the bottom of the board. That's going to be our center line for our holes. We'll make a line across the whole board at 1 1/4 inches. We'll take our other board, use it as a straight edge. It's probably not completely straight, but it'll be close enough. Doesn't have to be precise. Then we're going to drill every 4 inches. We're going to drill a hole. That way we have plenty of spacing for our poles. Should be able to fit quite a few poles here. We'll see how many at the end. What I done after thinking about it, I went center of the board, measured 4 inches from off the center. Every 4 inches, put a mark on that line. That way I know where I'm going to drill those holes. It'll be 2 inches in from each end, and then every 4 inches. Looks like we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Looks like we're going to have 15 pole storage. I think that's going to be pretty good. All right, our next step, we're going to take our drill here with our hole saw on it. We're going to drill each of our marks for our 15 different holes. We're going to have to repeat this process on 2 separate boards. We're going to take our drill, put it on the mark. Drills out a little plug. We're going to repeat that 15 times. All right, now that we've got our holes drilled in all of our boards, we're going to take one of our boards and we're going to make 45-degree cuts. Here, I'll show you. We've made pencil marks here on our holes. We're going to cut at 45-degree angle. We're going to cut this area out on all of these holes so that when we put our poles up in there, we can just slide them up into that gap we're going to make. And on the other end, the handles will go in, but we won't have to cut gaps. We're going to take an oscillating saw and we're going to cut those 45-degree angles on those boards and cut that wood out that we need to remove. What we're going to have is a little area like this. Where the space has been removed. And you'll be able to fit your pole tip up through there. We're going to go and do that on these 15 holes, and then we'll show you at the end. All right, we've finished all those cuts. Let me show you what we got going. You'll have the area removed on all 15 holes at a 45-degree angle. And then close to the center, you'll want to go in the opposite direction. So you'll have two going, one going right, one going left. And then you'll go the opposite direction than you started in the beginning. On our next step, we'll be putting these boards up on the ceiling so that we can hang our poles. All right, now we're going to take those boards and we're going to put them up on the ceiling in the rafter. Maybe we should start the screw before we put it up there. Make life a little easier. We're going to repeat that for the other end. What we've done is we've taken that board and we've hooked it to that rafter. And we've taken the one on the other side and we've hooked that on the rafter, and they hang down just below that 2x4 rafter in the ceiling. Now that you got it all up there, you can take your poles. You can just slide your pole in the end down here, your handle, put your rod tip up to the other end, and voila! Your pole is hung from the ceiling, off the floor. It's going to be nice, untangled, and ready to go the next time you need to take it out. Instead of a tangled up mess where all the poles are stuck together and you can't get them off, look at that. All kinds of line tangled up around other poles. Can't even get that pole out of there. We're going to take that, and we're going to hang it from the ceiling, and it's going to look like that. They're going to be nice, tucked away, off the floor, ready to go. I'd like to thank you for joining me in this project today. Hope that we'll get some fishing videos out between work and the weather. And when I do get to go out, I don't really do a lot of catching, just mostly fishing. And nobody wants to watch somebody just fish. You like to see some catches. So I'm working on doing that. You just hang with me. We'll get some out. If you like what you've seen today, leave me a subscribe, leave me a comment, leave me a like, and we'll look forward to some future videos. Till next time, tight lines.